Hello, everyone. Welcome to DollHouse. My name is Sinful, and I am your host for Beyond the NFT. I want to take a moment to thank you all for being here. I once again thank you ABC for the raid. Billy T Coin is right next to me, rocking his all his Mews. Oh my God, when did you get a Mew bubble? You have the Mew aura. What the and a Dead Mouse helmet. Man, we dripping tonight. Man. But I digressed. Sorry. Welcome Meta Tiger. I see you in versions. Cool Cat. Bitfiend on the rise. I see you up there in the balcony. What up, Edge Runner, Brandon Manis, Mikey? Oh snap, yo! I see Red in the building too. What up? What up, Beast Fam? What up, Red? Gaia, good to see you. Toxic Waifu, Mean Green Doge. Man, we got the family up in here. And if I have not called you, if I not shouted you out, just know that I love you all, and I am really, really happy to see you all here. If you are watching on any streaming platforms, we are currently at coordinates -100, -100 on Decentraland. If you would like any help getting in, just shoot us a message on Twitch or like in Twitch chat, and we can get someone to help you get in. Uh, and of course, if anyone experiences any technical issues in world, we're streaming to Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. So yeah, have your pick at whatever streaming platform you would like to watch from. Now, without further delay, I would like to welcome a kid called Beast creative and self-taught 3D artist, SazzyNotAgain. Welcome, my friend.
Gang. What it do, man?
Bro, I couldn't believe when I just saw Red just walk right by me.
Oh, we got Red in the building.
Yeah, we got Red in the building. We
Let's go.
gotta show love to Red. I don't know if you see my screen share, but he's like right behind Edge Runner on the right.
Let me see. I'm looking for him right. Oh, there we go. I see Red now.
Yep. Here, I'm gonna even like vibe a little bit next to Red, and making NFTs here as well.
Yo, what's up, mate? That's cool. Yo, you guys look super dripped out.
I mean, it's definitely a drippy, fashionable era on Decentraland. um,
So let me ask you a question. Can I like join you guys just by like your geo?
yes. Okay, so like, let's say you get on Decentraland. If you go into the chat, like the general chat, type in -100, comma -100 all together, no spaces, and then hit enter. You'll see blue numbers, and then you can click on that and jump in.
Let me see.
That has been also a new feature that has been put in. Well, I mean, I call it newer, but it's been there for a bit. So, Sazzy, really happy to have you here. Thank you so much for
It's
your
a
time.
pleasure, man.
I usually like to start every show by passing the mic over to my guests, and giving them the opportunity to give themselves a proper introduction, maybe make any shout outs you would like to make, and tell anyone, some crucial information about Sazzy Not Again.
I mean, the story's unfolding right now. I'm a self-taught 3D artist. I work for a kid called Beast. I'm a creator for a kid called Beast now. Um, I specialize, I guess we can say, in modeling clothing and gear and accessories and stuff like that. But I'm well ventured throughout Blender. Like I like I play around with Blender a lot and I figure stuff out on the go. And it's just that, man. Like every single day I'm learning new things and using the things that I'm learning as I go, to be honest.
And so like self-taught, that is a milestone to reach. um like, what got you into 3D modeling, into like kind of like this side of art?
Just when a kid called Beast minted, to be honest, I never knew that I wanted to do that. It was nothing that I wanted to do or anything. It was just when they made the models available to us, they were like so well done that it was easy to kind of like reverse engineer and like I started doing the reverse engineering on the clothing actually, and I kind of like got a glimpse of how they made it, and I started to understand like the whole like faces and vertices and stuff like that. Like I started understanding it instead of just looking at it, and that's really what got me into it. And then just looking at inspiration from things that I own or things that I've owned before or things that I see in the street on my everyday life. That's things that I just get like references from and stuff.
Totally. And yeah, I mean, for someone like myself, like Kid Called Beast was one of those projects that kind of like really stood out to me when, in terms of like allowing their community to own the assets of their beast and be able to use them for, I guess we can say reasonable copyright stuff, like, no violence, of course, because they're kids. um and so I kind of find that like kind of like really inspiring. You mentioned that you got into 3D art uh around the time that A Kid Called Beast minted, and kind of to see, how the story is unfolding. You had mentioned the story's still unfolding, but from my perspective, it's like you went from new creator in community to community creative. Could you speak a little or tell us a little bit about like that journey that you took there to kind of reach where you are now, and maybe even share what is next for you? What do you have in mind?
To be honest, like it's still an evolving thing, to be honest, because it went from me just being a holder to sharing. Like, give me 1 second, hold on, I'm hearing an echo. 1 second.
Oh, it could be from like the stream that you're watching on Discord. You can mute that
Okay.
if you click
Okay,
on
one
it.
second.
And
Okay, perfect, got it. I'm sorry about that.
what was that it?
Yeah, it is actually, or I think it's from because I'm in the dollhouse now, so I think it's actually from
Oh,
the dollhouse
oh,
itself.
oh, okay. You downloaded the client, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so press P on your keyboard, and,
Okay.
and that'll take you to settings. Now you go down to audio and World SFX. Turn that down, and that is like kind of like,
Perfect. There we go.
yeah. Oh man, you don't know how many times I've like scrambled. Like, bro, I hear myself like 4 times. What's going on?
All right, cool. No, so yeah, so it's still in like something that's like evolving, I guess. Like it's still happening right now. But so initially I was a holder that was happy to hold the art. That's what got me into it. I saw the art that Mr. Cat put together for the project, and I was like, oh man, this is super cool. This is super dope. And like it just got me really intrigued how clean it was and how smooth it was. And um then it went me making custom scenes for people, for holders, because they didn't know how to use Blender. And I, then along that line, I started making custom gear for my beast, and it kind of hit me. I was like, "Yo, how cool would it be to like share these assets with the community?" And it was a difficult task at first because the hardest thing in Web3 is to like have people click on links that they don't trust. And
Mhm.
my whole theory was like if they wouldn't click on the link, my whole idea would never work. But thank God people trusted it, and they started going to the shop, and then it started going crazy, to be honest. Like the demand was super high, and I saw what was happening, and then so I just went, I sent it full blast. I just saw the opportunity, and I was like, you know what, why not?
Mhm. Okay, and just now you just said the shop. Are you referring to your website, SazzyNotAgain.com?
Yes, sir. That's the shop. On this website, I create all of the assets that I create. I load them onto the site, and they're all beast fitted for the beast for ease of use. Anything that you see on the shop, like you can just download it for free, and it'll be fitted to your beast. So if you want to, let's say, download a hoodie, you can delete the top from your beast and just upload the one that you downloaded from my website.
I see, and just make content as you see with it. Man, these are some nice. This is some nice drip that you have produced, and you mentioned these are just assets that you have made, correct?
Yes, 100%.
In the future, are you ever thinking about even like having some um contributors?
What do you mean by contributors? I'm sorry.
Like individuals that will just say, "Hey, hey Sazzy, here's a 3D asset, for the website."
Oh,
Okay.
100%, bro. I'm right now. If you look on the right, there's a tab that I opened. It says collabs, and that's something that I'm working on right now. So right here, you'll be able to see some thumbnails with collabs that I'm working on right now. And on the next update to the shop, all of these collabs will be visible right there in that section. And those collabs are things that I've done with members from the community.
Okay. Nice, nice. Okay, let's see.
And
I
then
gotta go ahead.
and then the members only thing is also something that I'm working on, and that's gonna be a section where like it'll be like a very affordable subscription based service where, like, let's say somebody would pay like $4 or $5 per month and they'll have access to like 5 items every single month, 5 brand new items that other people won't have access to. And
Oh.
that's only to upkeep the maintenance of the website and stuff. It's not for me to really like make money.
Yeah, of course. Oh my God, I need to get my beast in one of these tracksuits. Does it come with the chain?
We gotta do that. There's some chains in the shop as well, man. I got some drip for jewelry as well.
I got my vanilla beast. I call him vanilla beast because I haven't,
Hey, but listen, man, super clean. You can't go wrong with that.
yeah, I mean, whenever I went shopping for my beast, this was like maybe about 3 months back.
Okay.
Yeah, I was definitely looking for a clean beast. I do like
Yeah,
them.
come on. Look at that. Come on. You can't go wrong with that, bro. Come on.
For now, one of these days, hopefully, I can add my shoes that I currently have on Decentraland on them. They're
What shoes are those? What kind of shoes are those?
they're like the Ferocious and Artifact collab.
Okay.
I don't know if you follow Fowo. He,
I definitely heard about him and know about him.
yeah, like back in like let's say like just kicking off the bull run, the last bull run that we had, Ferocious was one of the youngest and most successful NFT artists that just like came out of nowhere, and it was like crazy because anything this kid fucking painted fucking was gold.
Yeah, I remember. I think I do remember
I
that.
I had homies that like didn't care how much it was. Like it was like, at the time, at the early NFT times, like we're talking about like $2,500 like NFT. And I was like, holy shit, I can't do this. Like I'll pay a 1,000, but 2,500 too much. I had boys that would just drop it, and then fucking months later they'll be like, hey bro, I just sold that NFT I bought for 2,500 for 40K.
Nah, I hear that, bro. That's a tough situation right there.
Gotta, getting me all like, oh man, I should have just dropped the bands and waited. Hmm. Oh, okay. So yeah, let me get back to the shop.
Nah, y'all got some drip though, bro. Y'all got some drip. I'm looking at your avatars in Dollhouse. Y'all got some super major drip.
Yeah, I got the artifact hoodie on. Got the Fowo shoes. And yeah, and a few of like and a couple wearables that I have personally published. I have the Mew aura, the aura that's all around me. That is an asset that was made by Kirzos. She is a creator in the space,
That's super sauce. That's fire.
and then the Mew bubble, which was made by Tank Poco's team. Tank Poco is actually the operator of Dollhouse. This is the current location that we're at. She designs it and operates it.
I love it. That's so cool. Let me ask you a question.
Go for it.
When you guys upload an asset to Decentraland, like what's the time frame like for them to like approve and all that stuff?
Okay, so you were telling me that you came on Decentraland like a while back. So
Yeah,
like,
I'm talking about when I first came into like Web3. So maybe
yeah,
like a year and a half ago.
a year and a half ago. Let's see, 2021 maybe, late 2021 or
Like February 22, maybe.
okay, February 22. I think around those times it's still the same as now. Okay, when I came into Decentraland, it used to take like 3 weeks. for them to get approved. Now you could have a wearable approved by the curators in, I've seen it happen in less than 24 hours before, or
No
like a
way.
day or two. Yeah, yeah. They're really on top of it. I've seen it curated in within hours. Um, yeah, like this jacket right here, right behind me. Billy T Coin is wearing it. This is like this Discord that we're sitting in is called the CBD, the Community Building Decentraland Discord. We had our 1 year celebration, and that's our wearable for the 1 year. We had names of contributors that donated for the publication fee on like the arms and stuff like that. That honestly got picked up by a curator in like within like minutes, and then we were talking
That's
back
crazy,
and
bro.
forth. Yeah. Have you ever thought about like bringing your fashion into like other platforms, other digital spaces?
Honestly, not because like I said, I've still been rolling with the punch. I haven't looked back. I've still been like, to me, it's still part of like the. I still feel like I'm still on the same run from Mint. Like I don't So everything that I've done so far has been beast related, I guess you can say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've never like, I haven't really taken like even the time to consider it because like I've just been so focused on what I am doing.
Yes, sir. I
I'm definitely super down for it though. Definitely.
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit more about it. So, like, Decentraland has the marketplace. You could upload your wearables and put them in the marketplace, and they sell for mana. So, that could be a small little bit of like income that you could like start harvesting like slowly over time. Eventually, you'll notice that like, hey, I have more to. I have enough mana to submit another wearable or whatever it may be. And
Nice. Nah, that's cool.
and as I mentioned earlier, when you asked the question about VRMs, um, here, if you press I on your keyboard, uh, right here on the left side, you'll see a VRM button. If you click that, it'll allow you to download the current outfit that your avatar is wearing
Okay.
as a VRM, and then you can take them into other spaces like Hyperfi and Mona and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I think it's a a good idea, a bullish idea for Decentraland to have this VRM feature. It definitely like gives individuals that solely publish on Decentraland kind of like an opportunity to market their brand outside of just Decentraland by taking it to another space and being like, yeah, I made this, or this is my favorite designer. Like, go check them out on Decentraland.
Nah, that's cool. And then, so for you guys, when you upload the asset, how much does the Decentraland charge you?
Are you referring to the VRM?
No, no, no. So like, if you, let's say you made a brand new hoodie
Ah,
to get it, yeah, to get it into the
a
Decentraland, kind of.
wearable. $100 USD in mana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Per item.
Yes, per item.
Okay.
So, yeah, it used to be like 150. But it's gotten better. It's gotten better. And hey, your boy Red is jumping around. Oh yeah, by the way, anyone in Parcel, if you have any extra wearables or any wearables you would like to share with our new friends, please send them over to Sazzy. He's standing right in front of me, or Red. They're both Kid Called Beast legends, so we definitely got to treat them right. And I need to catch Red and drop some goodies in his wallet.
Super appreciative, bro.
Oh, did I freeze again?
Oh, look, Make sent me a leather jacket. Let me put this on.
Yo, he sent you a leather jacket. That
Oh, let's go.
his jacket is actually pretty dope. It's pretty well made.
Let's go. I think I got it on. Yup, let's go.
Let's go. Yo, it matches your hat by the dip. That is a pretty sick hat, though. I'm trying to think if I have come across it.
You gotta buy the dip, my boy.
I'm about to. I'm about to. Oop. Oh shit! It's 0.5 mana. I can get it. I'm gonna have to get one.
Nah, that's super cool, bro. I saw that when I first came into the Decentraland, and I was like, ah, that's dope, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So, um, let's say, let's talk about a little bit about like, I guess you learning Blender, like, getting into the scene. Um, what was uh, what was one of the hardest things that one of the hardest things for you to like get a hold of when it comes to Blender or making 3D assets?
Mm.
And do you still struggle with it today?
Oh, bro, every day, bro. Blender is a struggle regardless, every single day. There's always a new how can you say? There's always a new barrier trying to stop you from doing something, but you just have to learn and work around it. To be honest, it always has a trick up its sleeve. But honestly, like my biggest thing always was, like I said, so I never did 3D work before, and the first 3D work that actually caught my eye, where I was like, oh damn, this is super dope, was a kid called Beast, and um me like so knowing that, like now you can also see like where my taste is kind of,
Yeah.
and personally me, I don't like putting out any art that I wouldn't consume myself. So the hardest thing to me is probably like just the finishing touch to where it looks finished and nicely, well put together. Like the things that they gave us, any image that you see from a kid called Beast or anything, a poster, anything they let out is always super clean. So I'm always just like chasing that. I'm always chasing the cleanliness of the final product. And that's always like a hard thing to figure out with the lightings in the scene or the materials that you're using on the object that you're making and things like that. um I would say definitely that, just like the finishing touch.
Finishing touch. How, like, you just mentioned that you don't release anything that you wouldn't consume. So like how long does that finishing phase normally last? Um, Go ahead.
It can be, man, it changes different every time. Like sometimes something can come in 15 minutes, and sometimes I'll be there for 3 4 6 hours sometimes, and then sometimes it'll lead into the next day another 6 hours, and so on and so on. um since I still consider myself as a learning, like I don't consider myself an expert in Blender. I consider myself as a learning person. I'm still like every single day, to be honest, there's something new that like I find out that improves the workflow, so the next day I'm always better.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's really what I'm on right now, to be honest.
Yeah. So and what are you? You mainly work with high poly, correct?
No. So I model in very low poly and
Okay.
then deliver with subdivision modifiers so that it becomes a higher subdivision.
Oh, crap. Okay. So in a way, like would have you ever looked into like kind of like the Decentraland limitations for like wearable
I
creation?
have, I have before, but like not after knowing what I know in Blender.
Mm-hmm. I see, I see. Yeah, I mean, you mentioning that it's usually like a low poly model and then, you add to it. I'm wondering like how the step for you would be going from, making Kid Called Beast assets to the Decentraland drip, let's say. Gets me thinking,
I
gets
mean,
me thinking.
I'm pretty sure that I would be able to. It's just taking the time for it, to be honest, and understanding like the requirements and all that.
Yep. The reason why I asked these just simple questions is because a Kid Called Beast has been one of those projects that I really want to get on Decentraland as a linked wearable. Have you ever heard of linked wearables?
No.
Linked wearables, it starts off as a proposal in the Decentraland DAO. Like an NFT collection goes up, proposes for linked wearables, and it would allow the NFT project to produce like an asset for each one of their beasts, so that holders could wear in world. So their unique beast, it would be, uploaded in world, and it would all like, for the project, it'll be it like, as far as like cost goes, it's all like produced by the or paid for by the DAO. But it's like very good way to you know get the Kid Called Beast name out there. Not that it's
Ah,
not
that's
out.
cool.
Not that it's not out already. I mean,
No, no, no. I know what you
beasts are
mean. To a
everywhere.
different, a different avenue. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's definitely super cool, but I don't think that's something that's under my like. I don't think it would be my decision. Like, I don't think I would be able to make that decision. I think that's something that has to come from the core team to allow us to do that. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Just picking your brain on, like, because you are one of their creators, so it's like
No,
kind
100%,
kind of
100%.
like, if one of them were to ask you, "Hey, Sazzy, is this possible?" Like, you.
Oh, it's definitely possible. We're gonna find a way.
I'm sure Make has spoken with Raspy before, and trying to get the ball rolling on that. I I do think it would be something cool for a Kid Called Beast, and something to move forward on. Man, I'm seeing a lot
No,
of
that is
guesses
definitely
going.
that would definitely be cool. And I think that with the aesthetics of the beast also is something that would catch eyes, whether it be low poly or high poly.
Yep, yep, definitely. And I just noticed another legend in the building. We have Mimi in the house.
Oh, that's gang right there.
That's
Mimi and Red, that's gang gang.
But thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. This does mean a lot. And oh, well, for me, my screen is frozen. I hope my screen isn't frozen for everyone else. If you can still,
Mimi's in the back shaking it like jelly. I see you, Mimi.
we see you, Mimi. Here, I'm gonna hook Mimi up with some wearables. Let's see what I got in my backpack. Oh no, she's a guest. Okay, Mimi, if you come back with your wallet, I'll send you some drip. Oh,
Oh, word. Add me as a friend too. I don't know how to do that.
just click on me. You could just yeah, click on me. It'll bring up like my profile.
Okay, I see it. I see it. Gotcha.
Yeah, I could send a friend request. You can also copy address and copy name from here, and because I don't know how, if you've hung out long on Decentraland, but before, whenever like an individual like me would meet a new player or a new user, and I wanted to send them something, I would have had to like ask them, "Hey, what's your wallet address?" and then wait or whatever. Now you could just click on the avatar and get the address.
Nah, that's sick. I'm really impressed with the quality of the avatars. It didn't. I don't remember it looking as smooth.
Yeah, definitely, like, the artwork has improved. And I think also, like, the bloom really makes everything pop. Bloom,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Oh, looks like I'm crashing again. Yeah, as of recently, we've been having some technical difficulties on Decentraland. Whenever you do have your bloom on, it is a little more crashy than if you had it off.
It looks too nice though, man. I wouldn't even turn it off.
I know, that's why I can't. That's why I did it. I was like, man, I would do this show a disservice if I turned it off. And also, I mean, another feature that we've gotten here is if you press C on your keyboard, we have a camera feature now.
Ah, that's super cool.
So like if you're a content creator and like want to like just grab content of like you being at a party, and you could just like record on OBS and move around.
That is super cool, bro.
Oh, I'm just waiting for everyone to load in here. What is your favorite thing about Kid Called Beast, like personally?
Um, as a holder or as a team member, because it's two very different things, to be honest.
Damn. Okay. Okay. We have
Yeah,
options here.
to be fair, to be
Can
fair.
we get both? Can we get both? If
Um,
you're willing to share, of course.
as a holder, like the day in day out, like they're never not there. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they're always present. There's never not some. There's never something not being done. Something is always being worked on. Um, the community is by far one of the sickest communities as far as like sharing knowledge on creative stuff. Like I've never seen anything like it. Um, and the welcoming aspect of the community as well. Like I've never seen anything close to it. As a team member, oh man, so much. Like you guys, you know, like I appreciate the flowers and stuff, but bro, like like it's hard to accept flowers when you work with a team like that, because like everybody there is goated. Like I'm talking about next level. I'm inspired by my team members. Like that's my inspiration. So like I don't know. It's weird, but like I'm inspired by the team. So all of my like coworkers are my inspiration. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, you're you're surrounded by big fish that motivate you to be better. That is an awesome position to be in. Definitely internally with Kid Called Beast. And as a holder, like, yes, I have to agree with you 100% on that one. Like, for me, I was kind of like just watching Kid Called Beast floor since it was at like 0.5 or 0.4. Just like, I want one, but like not yet, or like I wasn't just like all the way convinced, because I'm not much of a like a PFP JPEG NFT buyer. I'm more of like, if I buy this, it's because I believe in it. And so,
Nah, I respect that. I'm on the same boat. I respect that.
yeah, like I with like, if I buy a PFP, it's either because like I know the founders and I know like they're gonna do right, or I know the art, or like, yeah, that's about the only reason. Because I'm usually buying artwork and stuff like that from artists that I know. I think those are honestly like more valuable to me. And so, yeah, with Kid Called Beast, I met communities like the Love Squad with Love Louie and Miss
That's
T.
my guy, man. Yo, IRL, that's one of the beasts that I've met that his vibe is unmatched, bro. Like that's one of the coolest people I've ever met, bro.
You know what? I mean, even I by the way, I've had Love Louie on this show before as well.
That's
Uh,
my guy, bro. That's my brother right there. He's one of the first people that I met from the AKCB community,
mhm.
and his vibe is super cool, man.
So he's your brother. So would that mean that you're also Raspy's son?
I'll take that. Why not?
Here. I'm pulling up his
I'll
Twitter.
definitely take that. I'm with that.
Wait, did he change it? No, he changed. Oh no, it's right here. It's right here.
So then, nah, I'm cool with that. Raspy's other son, and then Nick is our uncle.
Nick is the uncle. I love it. You got one big family up in there. So, watching how like the community as a whole like supported subsections like of the community to like allowed them to like grow and thrive, and supported them, like, that is unmatched. You don't see that in another NFT project. If you go in the apes and you're like, "Hey, I'm trying to do a show," or I got a space or whatever, they're gonna laugh at you or not reply. Um, and I feel like clones are almost the same, but Beast, like we have Mimi in the house right now. We got Love Louie just showed up. As soon as we spoke about him, he's like, "Oh, that's my cue."
Nah, that's my guy, man. You see, that's why it's good to not talk shit about people.
That's my cue. I'm here. uh, and seeing Red here as well. Like, I'm truly happy because I'd love to see new beasts kind of like in my home. I personally consider Decentraland my home. And yeah, so big shout out to you guys. Thank you for being
I'm
here.
heavy on supporting my support, man. Anybody that's fan, bro, like I'm heavy on that, bro. Always show love, man. You know, like liking, retweeting, even showing up to spaces, or like right now showing up to your world. You know, like it's, bro. Like if why not? You know what I'm trying to say? Help each other. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that is honestly like my personal philosophy. Like it's like we're all gonna grow. Let's all support each other here, and this Web3 space really won't seem as toxic as a lot of people like claim it is. Uh, sometimes when I do hear that, I like say you haven't met the right people yet. You haven't met the right group.
Nah, for real, man. I double that.
um and so kind of I have to mention, even with you, like you were very fortunate entering the Web3 space as a beast. In a way, it like I've met Raspy, I met a lot of the people, a lot of the mods in the Discord, and heard them speak. I've been in spaces with them before, and it's a great like bunch, it's a great group of people.
Well, to be honest, bro, like it still feels unreal because, like I'm telling you, like there's no Kool-Aid in my water, bro. Like I love saying that, and it's like I love being see-through, so that people know the real story and they know that it is possible. Because, like, yo, like listen, man, like I got attracted to the art, then I tried mimicking their style, and here I am, part of the team, bro. Like 5 months later, after Mint, they reached out to me to be part of the team, and that shit is, it was huge to me, and it still is. Like, so like today, still today, people, like, oh, Sazzy, what do you know? And it's weird to me, like, yo, damn, like this is crazy. It still hasn't sat completely,
100%. It's gonna take a little bit. I mean, I definitely could. I've been in space. I've listened to you speak before, and I've heard you kind of like with your intro. I think it was a Metaverse Mondays Twitter space with Make an NFT and High CC. Like you came up. I believe you introduced yourself, and then Make just goes, "Oh, we have us a humble person here, so allow me to get it out
know?
there." And then he just started like saying, like, you developed the Beastware shop, you and spoke about like the different assets that you've made and stuff like that. So there's definitely, I can sense the realness in you.
That's what I was gonna say. That it's not about being humble, because I am humble, of course, but I definitely give myself flowers when they're like merited. But it's like, if you want me to be real, it's still unbelievable, bro. Like who gets to who lands their dream job? You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, right there, 100%.
Yeah, like I'm working, but am I really working? Because this is what I was doing. Because I was, I don't know. It's different. I don't even know how to explain it. It's surreal.
mm-hmm. Like, I kind of feel you on that one myself. In the last year, I've had the opportunity to work my dream job, which has been kind of community building and hosting these events. And I love doing what I do. Like, I love, being able to sit here and speak with you, and learn about you and all the great stuff you've done. So I definitely, you know,
I appreciate you, bro.
resonate.
Even for making your space available to me. Like, I appreciate you, man. For real.
I've been, I'm just a little shy sometimes, but I've been watching. I've been like, watching your work in the background, and like, just waiting for the day that I'm not shy to be like, "Yo, Sazzy, want to come on my show?"
Oh nah, man. I'll pop up whenever, bro. Good vibes.
uh, Dude, okay. I'm I see this hoodie that I got pulled up. Like, how can we get this on my beast? Like,
All right, so you add it to cart and you download, and just because of the Shopify thing, it's gonna ask you for a name at the end, like on the checkout. But you could just put any name. You could just type in ZZZ or John Doe, whatever you want.
Uh,
And then and then like you just download it after you do that, and after you download it, that's it. You
okay,
import it to Blender the same way that you do your beast, and it's on your beast.
I see. I'm gonna keep this open, so I'm down.
Nah, for real. And then if you ever need any help at any time, Sinful, just let me know. If you want, like right now I'm a little packed with work, but if you like, I'll be having a lot of time in between. So just hit me up and we'll get a little custom going for you.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess kind of to segue into a not slightly different topic. Um, kind of wanted to chat with you about like what are the different events that like the Kid Called Beast community hosts in their Discord? I know that you have led some. I know that like huge groups gather there, and sometimes you're one of the only ones that is unmuted. Um, could you tell
um,
us a little bit about those events and when can we catch them?
yeah, definitely. I mean, so every week, I mean, every single day almost of the week, there's an event happening in the KKB server.
Hmm.
Um, Typically Wednesdays are for Blender sessions. On Wednesdays, we take the time. There's always a 1 hour, 2 hour gap that we take to have one of like the creatives from the team or somebody that has been putting out some nice stuff from the community. They'll host a tutorial within the Discord, and it'll be recorded and stuff like that, and then it gets added to the hub inside of the Kid Called Beast hub, and it has like a little learning part in the hub where you can just like click on videos, watch the tutorials and stuff like that. But then also on Mondays they do the games events with Yusuf. Um, Early on in the day. Then later on at night, Mimi hosts the games at 11 p.m. And then on Sundays, sometimes now there's Unreal Engine sessions where they're teaching us how to like work around on Unreal Engine. Then Beast XM, that's every Sunday. There's a
Hmm.
Twitter space every single Sunday that happens every week. And then sometimes the other days, like in between, they'll just like on and off. There's always something going on, man.
Yeah, I noticed. That's why I'm always having a hard time keeping up. Or like even when I see the chat full, I'm like, do I belong in there? Like, should I jump
But that's the
in?
beauty of it, right? So look, so for somebody that's new, it looks like a lot at first, but it's also great to have that many resources when you start. So I always thought about it, right? Even with the shop, like, should I delete the items that are old or should I leave them? And I thought about it. People who are new that are coming in, they don't have everything that you have because they weren't here for that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So when a new beast hits the shop, I'll see on my phone, oh, they ordered 90 items or something like that. And it's like, yo, I can't do that. I can't delete that because then they don't have access to it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing with the Blender sessions and stuff. So it does look like a lot when you first join, but if you take it one by one and dissect it, this is all resources that are available to you from jump, from the minute that you join, you know?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like Kid Called Beast off rip, just 100% more utility than most projects out there. Most projects that have yield thousands of ETH.
Yeah, I don't want to down talk any other project, but to uplift this one 100%, I would. Like they definitely do work a lot, and there's no off time.
Now, yeah, and I'm sorry, I'm over here taking a hit of my bowl. Cheers, by
Nah,
the
you good, bro.
way. So I guess this might be a question for even a question that I believe my friend Brandon Manis would ask you. And of course, I know it's like something that's not in like a decision that you would make, but just would like to know if it's within like the team's radar. Has the team spoken about uploading the Kid Called Beast VRMs to Vipe.io?
Not that I know of, but I wouldn't want to make that call because I don't.
Yeah.
So I'm a creator for a kid called Beast, but like I don't just go in and access things that I'm not working on. You know what I'm trying to say?
You stay in your lane.
So Yeah, I stay in my lane, you know. So I don't. Personally, I don't have that answer.
Yep. Hey, I was just trying to get a little alpha.
Nah, I hear you. I know that. I know that right now, the team is working heavy on the AR face filters, and VRM is also something that's heavily spoken on right now, and a lot of people are working on theirs. I have mine ready. A lot of us have ours ready. Somebody that's in your crowd right now, OTMV, he helps us a lot with the VRMs, and they're definitely working hard on the like that stuff, but I don't know about the vibe part, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Um, definitely. I'm gonna have to get Raspy in here and pick his brain.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. I'm trying to look for your homie that you just mentioned. I know I saw him here somewhere.
Yeah, he might have stepped out. He had like an all black suit on with some
Mm,
orange glow.
Yo, what the fuck? I just noticed my boy over here purchased a new
That boy
name.
is chilling right now.
420 cubes. That's a new name. Haven't seen that one before. Oh, Decentraland Bloom crashed me again. So, let's see. I guess I may be down to kind of my last question for tonight.
Nah, you good, bro. Send it.
And it's a simple, fun question too. The name SazzyNotAgain. Where did that come from? I feel like I've been sniped by you before or something. Call of Duty.
All right. So before Web3, what I do in IRL is I'm a music producer. I've been a music producer for the last roughly 16 years. I
Bro, what?
I worked in Juilliard for 10 years. I've worked with like a lot of the top artists and stuff like that. I've written for a lot of people. I've made beats for a lot of people. I don't like speaking about it. But the name comes from there. So in Spanish, I'm Dominican. I'm from Dominican Republic, and my nickname was Sazon. It's like flavor, like
Sason? Yep,
seasoning, you know.
yep. I know. I was
So
raised
then,
Cuban.
yeah. So then, over here in New York, like a lot of people that don't speak Spanish, when the whole trend for like Yeezy or Wheezy or Breezy, all that stuff started happening, they shortened my name to Sazzy. And so my son, he recorded a tag for me one day for the beats, and the way that he recorded it, he said that he was like, "Hey Sazzy, not again!" Boom, and then ever since that day, it just stuck, and it's been not again.
Oh my god. Do you still music produce?
100%. But you know, like I keep that very separate from Web3.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
just now you mentioned this to me. Now I was on my last question. Now I have more questions. I mean, would you like to kind of share a little bit on that side, on that part of your creative side?
all right. When it comes to music, I work with a lot of upcoming artists. I create artists from jump. Like I write for them, make the beat for them. I'll record the song myself to show them how to do it and stuff like that. Like I literally create artists. So I'm very limited to saying who I've worked with and stuff like that because of deals and stuff. But
Of course.
freely, like I can tell you 100%, like I've worked with the likes of, but very early on in their career, to be fair. But I've worked with the likes of like Cardi B, A Boogie, Lil Pump, a lot of I'm heavier into like the Spanish side, so I've worked with a lot of like upcoming Spanish artists like Anuel or Darel and Arcángel, Voltio back in the day and stuff like that. Like that's what like my repertoire is kind of.
Bro, you're established as fuck. I love it. I love it. By any chance, do you have like a SoundCloud setup for or anywhere that we can listen to like your beats?
No, but I can set up. You know what I'll do? I'll set up a Spotify with the songs that I'm associated with, and then I'll share with you. Because the thing is that so because of the line of work that I do, I typically get paid out before the song is ever released.
Yep.
Because a lot of the stuff that I do is like behind the scenes, and even once the song is like released, it's released as if they wrote it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So but I'll definitely create a sound like a playlist and share with you eventually.
Yes, please do, please do. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
100%. I definitely will, 100%.
and you mentioned you got into kind of making music about 15 years now, or you've been making music for about 15 years now.
Yeah,
Um,
like 15, 16 minutes.
kind of like what got you started like, you know, producing? Were you a singer first, or did you play instruments?
It went from me wanting to be a rapper to then not finding anybody that could record me because it's very expensive to like venture out into studios and stuff like that. And then instead of like spending 500 every time to record, I went and spent 3,000 on like the equipment. And I spent the next year trying to figure it out just to record myself. But then I started recording other people and I would get compliments on the production. And then so on and so on. And then it just kept growing like that. People would come over to get a beat and then it'll end up me writing a whole song for them and stuff like that.
That's sick. And so, like making beats, are you self-taught on that side of things as well, or did you
On
go to school
everything.
on
On
everything?
everything. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Any any shout outs to any homies that kind of like helped you along the way, like coming like, you know, coming up learning how to make beats, or even people that you've collaborated with early that you can speak of?
I mean, yo, big shout out to my homie Marty. Marty because like he's one of my friends that he was very interested in music when I started and he saw how I was growing other artists and he played his cards right. Like you know, he went to work, bro, and I don't want to say like what's his artist name right now, but he's a very established artist now and it all came from him just like chilling in the studio, bro, and now, you know, like that's always great to see, you know?
I love that. So you've also had the opportunity to work with someone like yeah, I know you mentioned that you've worked with a lot of artists early on in their career, but you actually witnessed the full come up of your homie.
Yeah, 100%. That
Dude,
turnaround was crazy.
bro, as a producer, that has to be like that has to be like very fulfilling.
Yeah, of course, bro, because it's like you're in the kitchen. So if you make a recipe that works, you can do it again.
Hmm.
And if you have to substitute the recipe, let's say if you're making chicken, but you have the banging recipe, you can probably apply the same seasoning to the beef when you're cooking it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yep, yep.
Yeah. So like, so that's really all it did. Like once I saw that it worked, it was like, oh, you know, like it was eye opening, and then like now is led into creating other artists.
Mm-hmm. That's so sick, man. Thank you for sharing, you know, your musical side. I had no clue, to tell you the truth. And by any chance, I did notice on your X account, it said it says you are an artist. By any chance, did you do any art before Web3 as well, or is it more
No,
on like
only
the 3D art side?
I so before the 3D, I was heavy on Procreate. My lady got me an iPad, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been drawing since like last year, and it's just been like progressing since then. I started off with the Procreate, and then ventured into Illustrator, and then on Blender, and that's what I'm on now.
Ah, I see, I see. The Blender is the new frontier,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's my new buddy right there.
Oh, I have friends like I don't know if he's still here. His name is Brandon Manis. I've witnessed that man like pick up Blender, learn to make assets with it, and then eventually like learn how to animate with Blender, and now he's a fucking boss. Like
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
and so yeah, I guess that concludes all the questions that I had for you today.
Nah,
Let's
it's super
see.
dope, man. I appreciate you, bro. This was super cool, man.
This was definitely fun. By any chance, do you have any questions for me?
What got you into wanting to start like these interviews in Decentraland and stuff like that?
To tell you the truth, like it was at least for a small streamer, it's kind of like crazy how it all came. together. I came into Decentraland 2021 October, like right before the boom, the meta announcement that made Decentraland like pop off. Um, and I came in and I was kind of like a streamer already for like 2 years and kind of like on my way out because I streamed for 2 years, only had like two viewers. Shout out to my two viewers. I still remember you guys, McSkinny and Lewis. I know you guys are out there. And so I was feeling discouraged. I was using Decentraland as like a way to like cope, get out of streaming. And then I met my friend Tank Poco, the coordinator or the operator of this build. And first thing she asked me when we met, "Hey, I see you're a streamer. Why aren't you streaming?" Yeah, like the fuck you doing? So I started streaming, and like my streams just popped off on Decentraland. Like people were coming in, a lot of people were coming in, more people than I would ever imagine would be in my stream, and that's not a high number. Like we're talking like 100, 200 people, viewers. Uh,
That's lit.
yeah, and so then I was doing my streams, but there was no direction. I was just streaming to stream, streaming to do giveaways, to go to this party, go, just be on Decentraland. And then I had a friend named Altcoin Radio. He had like a piece of land and like wanted to start hosting shows on his land, and he hit me up. He's like, "Hey man, like your streams are great, but like have you thought about like making something, like something set or go in a direction?" And like suggested like a show or something of some sort for me. And I was like, fuck no, like like me, I'm a fucking degen. So I ghosted him for like 3 weeks, and then like 3 weeks later I was like, fine, like let's do it. I talked to some of my friends, and they're like, you should do it. So I mean,
Nah, that's lit.
I gave it
That's
a
lit.
whirl. I mean, like talking for me was never like, that was never me. Like in public, like I'm not the dude that will get up and like talking on stage. I mean, I will if I have to, but I'm not the guy that will be the first to do it. I'll only do it if like there's awkward silence or some shit.
Nah, that's what's up. I fuck
Uh,
with it, bro. That's cool.
that's how I roll. But yeah, that's kind of how what led me to this show right here. This is my oldest show that I have. It started like 20 back in January, late January 2021 or 2022. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's dope.
Yep. Since then, I've just hosted more shows. I have Music Matrix on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern, and community building Decentraland Twitter space at noon Eastern on Saturdays. And this community pushed me, like encouraged me to want to do this, and I love it.
Nah, yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
But good question. It it's a good time for me to like even reflect on like look back and what I used to not be, and how far we've come. Like the story is still unfolding, like you've mentioned.
Yeah, for real. Like it's not always about where you are, is like how far you've gotten to.
Exactly. But so yeah, thank you, Sazzy, for being here tonight.
Thank you, bro.
Since we have some Beast fam in the house, any shout outs you would like to make, final thoughts, anything you would like to share with everyone that's still here?
Shout out to everybody that passed by, that swung by for the party. You feel me? Mimi, Red, Sante, Juan, everybody, man. Make much love, man. And again, I'm very impressed, and this is super cool, bro. I'll definitely be back around.
Please come through. I mean, there are a lot of events on Decentraland always going on. So, like, I mean, hit me up or hit makeup or anyone that you really see on parcel right now. Like, we're always out here. We're always partying.
Nah, for sure, bro. I'm definitely gonna link up with you guys again.
For sure. Please do. And thank you. And so, yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Really happy to see you all. I welcome Brittany and Love Louie. Damn, Love Louie got down to his underwear. Do you see him up there? You wildin'. Hey, Love Louie, we got a champagne pool up at the roof. Take that platform that you see going up and down, and you'll reach the champagne pool. Sunty, thank you so much for being here. I believe you are a new guest here. I really appreciate your time. Red
Yeah,
Mimi,
he's one of the Beats fam.
he's one of Beast Fam. Hey, welcome
Yeah.
Beast Fam. And also new Beast, just stick around. I want to get your wallet addresses so I can send you some wearables. Oh, excuse me.
Thank you guys. Thank you, CC.
And let's see. I do have some announcements for future Dollhouse events that I would like to just shout out here a little bit. I got my list ready this week. So join the dolls tomorrow on Mona at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern at the Haunted Dollhouse Factory. Make sure to get your spooky VRMs out because there will be a selfie competition. True Band Room will be sponsoring the funniest costume. The prize will be Mr. J super spooky super spooky and emote. Super spooky skin and emote. Oh god, I'm too high right now. DG will sponsor second place, or actually there are no places. I'm just reading out sponsors. DG will sponsor will be sponsoring the best group shot competition. And the prize will be DG Halloween skin pack. And Mona will be judging the scariest costume, and the prize is to be determined. Baby Dolls will be sponsoring the most creative costume, and they will be handing out one full Doll Factory manga set. I don't even know what that is, but I need to go check it out. I'm all about dolls. And of course, make sure to catch all other events. Spooky Nights on Wednesday, 8 p.m. 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Lucid Dreams on Thursday with Gucci Toe. We all want to be there at 9 p.m. Eastern. And Saturday looks like we have a new event here. Coven Quest. So yeah, make sure to join the dolls. And final words for us, our sponsors. Thank you, Dr. Drip, Voxboards, Meta One Designs, Songbird Collective, Baby Dolls. Thank you so much for hosting us here at the Dollhouse. And Gold Guy Brand, thank you for all the awesome wearables you got in the marketplace. And yeah, Mew out, everyone. Act natural. I'll talk to Tang and see if I can play cartoons or something at the Dollhouse or whatever music. Take care, everyone.
Appreciate you again.